Hello there, welcome to ICT Clinic. My name is Benaya Akinlade. I am an ICT teacher at Fibista Royalty Schools, Oshogbo, Osun State. ICT Clinic is born out of the dire need for local content from Nigerian teachers, as it is often the case that there is little or no academic materials on the internet from Nigerian teachers, most especially YouTube. I.C.T Clinic will be a series of videos that will be uploaded to my YouTube channel about information and communication technology. I.C.T Clinic will be of immense advantage for basic school students and secondary school students that are offering computer studies and or data processing. As with all fields, we are going to pioneer the I.C.T Clinic with introduction to computers. Please sit back and enjoy as you learn detailed and well-explained information about computers. Thank you as you like and subscribe to my channel. Welcome back. Introduction to computers. As I've said earlier, my name is Akinlade Benaya and I work at Fibista Royalty Schools as the ICT teacher in Oshogbo, Osun State. You can visit our website at www.fibistaroyaltyschools.sch.ng and I can be contacted on benaya3rd@gmail.com. As it is with all walks of life and all fields, the first question we often ask is, what? The question is, what is a computer? But before we can know what a computer is, we have to know the history of computer. The truth of the matter is, the original definition of the computer did not portray it as what? It portrayed it as who? Because computer was originally given to humans that could perform numerical calculations faster than other human beings, maybe through using mechanical calculators or any other devices. These people were actually seen as highly intelligent and smart enough to perform mathematical and logical tasks faster than others. Yes, it means that people often go to them to solve mathematical tasks, maybe accounting tasks, anything that has to do with logic or anything that has to do with mathematics. Those are the people that people go to. So during that time, when people ask, who is a computer, they refer to human beings, which means that the original definition of a computer is as a human being that solves mathematical tasks for others, or that could solve tedious mathematical tasks faster than others. And as I said, they are seen as highly intelligent people and smart people. But as time goes by, the status quo of computers changed. It changed from who is a computer to what is a computer. Due to their skills, human computers actually monetized their skills. That if you want them to solve any calculation for you, you pay them. So a lot of people were going to them. But it led to a problem that more people needed their services than their capacity. Let's say we have 10 computers available and 500 people needed computers to work for them. So they could not satisfy the demand for their services. So people started thinking, what could they do to ease the problem of computers? In this case, we are still talking about human computers. So it led to the development of simple machines, machines that could actually help human computers perform their computing tasks more efficiently. When you are talking about simple machines, we are actually talking about mechanical machines. One of such machines ever recorded, the first ever recorded, was abacus. I'm sure we are all familiar with abacus. Yes, Now, from the perspective of thinking about a computer as a machine, then we can say it is any device that makes computing easy. Remember earlier, we said that computers were human beings that solves calculation for others. But when simple machines were introduced, the definition of computers transited from human beings to any device that makes computing easy. It is still these human beings that were performing these tasks, but they had help from devices. They were not using the whole of their brain, they had something else to help them make that task easy. So during this period, it became any device that makes computing easy or that made computing easy. Then such devices that was introduced over time included abacus that we have mentioned about, Napier bones, Pascal calculator, also known as Pascaline, Hermann-Olerith census machine, Charles Babbage machines. We are going to discuss these machines or these devices or these simple machines one after the other. Mind you, there are still other machines invented. We are just discussing five out of these machines. The first one is abacus. You see, the original location where abacus was invented is not actually known. Some people rumored it to have come from Babylon, some people rumored it to have come from China. But one thing is certain about abacus, we use it in completing addition and subtraction. Yes, sometimes some people can use it to complete multiplication using repeated addition or division using repeated division. But the main job we use abacus for is to complete additions and subtraction. Then came about Napier bones. Napier bones was invented by John Napier and he used that machine to develop logarithm table. I'm sure mathematicians in the house will agree with me that logarithm is not something easy. It's not something that you can just think with the thinking of an eye and solve. It needs a device. That's why John Napier invented the logarithm table. Then we have the Pascal calculator, also known as the Pascaline. The person that invented Pascaline is known as Blaise Pascal. You see, Blaise developed this machine to help his father. His father was a tax accountant. A tax accountant at that time could be also called a computer because he helped other people compute their tax. But the task given to him was much more than his effort. So Blaise decided to design a machine to ease the stress his father goes through or went through in computing tedious tax accounting. So he designed a machine or a device that could help his father make his job easier. Mind you, Blaise Pascal was around 18 years old when he designed that machine. Then we have the Hermann-Olerith census machine. The machine was used to compile and tabulate the census results of United States of America in 1890. Yes. You see, before 1890, when they conduct census in United States, it takes around 7.5 years to complete. To count everybody in United States of America, they will spend a minimum of 7.5 years. But when Herman Olerith designed this machine, the census took less than 3 years to complete. Yes, it cut the number of years used to complete census more than half. That's how efficient that machine was. Later, Herman Olerith sold his company, that is tabulating machine company. And today, that tabulating machine company is known as International Business Machines, that we know as IBM. I'm sure a lot of us will be familiar with IBM. Most of us even use IBM laptops and devices, one of the best computers ever. So that's about a Manholerith census machine. Then we come to Charles Babbage machines. Charles Babbage actually invented two machines, that is the difference engine and the analytical engine or machines. What does the difference engine and analytical engine do? The first one, you see, the difference engine was designed to calculate logarithm tables and actually print out the results. But over time, after some time, he abandoned the difference engine project and designed or developed a more sophisticated machine known as the analytical engine. You see, the analytical engine had features that made provisions for input, processing, output, and storage. That is, these are the four main features of the analytical engine. After Charles Babbage abandoned the difference engine, he developed the analytical engine that could accept input, that is, it must have an input device, it could process data, it could provide output, and also store. You see, the features of this analytical engine by Charles Babbage is actually the bedrock of the second stage in the definition of computers. Remember, the first stage was actually defining computers from the perspective of humans. But the second stage is actually defining the computer from the perspective of machines. Now, when you now design a computer as machine, what are the things that you must see in a computer before you can call it a computer? Or what are the things you must see in a device before you can call it a computer? You see, that device must have an input device, it must have a processor, it must be able to give output, and also provide storage. You see, these are the four features that we could see in the analytical engine designed by Charles Babbage. The features of this analytical engine as the first device to have input, processing, output, and storage facility led to the acceptance of Charles Babbage as father of modern computing. I'm sure most of us hear that Charles Babbage is the father of computer. Charles Babbage is the father of computer. But why? Because he was able to design a machine, that is the analytical engine, a machine that could accept data, process data, give output, and provide storage. So Charles Babbage is the father of computer. But as technology advances, electronic age demanded that we should upgrade mechanical computing devices. Our mechanical computing devices have a lot of limitations. So efforts was put into designing electronic devices that could also accept data as input, process the data, and give output. Also, these devices should be able to provide storage. Remember, the machine that Charles Babbage designed was a mechanical machine, which means that it still required human labor, human effort, human energy to process. But with an electronic machine, it only requires electricity. So advancement in technology now led to people to design machines, electronic machines that could accept data as input, process the data, give output, and store information for future use. Then, what is a computer? We can now define a computer from the electronic device perspective. That is, it is an electronic device or machine that accepts data as input, processes the data, give output, and equally provides storage for future use. What is the difference? It requires less human effort. Charles Babbage analytical engine requires a lot of human effort because it is mechanical. But for an electronic device, it doesn't require as much effort as required as the analytical engine. So the definition of computer still remains the same, only that it required less effort because these days we use electronic devices. And these electronic devices can process data, it can accept data, and it can give output and also provide storage facility. Thank you for watching. Next time, we are going to consider other features of electronic computers. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more information